All 5 candidates hoping to fill the 2 open seats on Harrisonburg City Council were featured last night at a candidates forum held by the Harrisonburg-Rockingham Chapter of the NAACP. The moderator of the forum was the chapter's Political Action Committee chairperson, Miss Elizabeth Nathanson. All 5 candidates will be on the ballot in their jurisdiction for the November 6th midterm elections. There are 2 Democrats running, former Harrisonburg Mayor and current City Councilman Chris Jones, whose day job is an account executive at a local TV station. The other Democrat running is longtime city educator and former Board of Education member Sal Romero. The other candidates running for City Council in Harrisonburg are 3 independents: former Mayor of Harrisonburg, Carolyn Frank, local businessman Frank McMillan, and community organizer and social worker Paloma Sacedo. Chris Jones is the only incumbent on the ballot. His 4-year term on council ends this year. He chose to seek re-election. The other seat that will be decided in this race is currently held by former mayor and current councilman Republican Ted Byrd, whose term also ends this year. He has chosen not to seek re-election. Each candidate was asked the same question and then given the same amount of time to answer as all the other candidates. Here's Jones answering this question.
How will you be available to listen to the residents of the city and interact with all the residents rather than a few extremely vocal groups?
Oh man, that's easy, because that's what I do. That's the one thing I will not sit here and pat myself on the back about a lot of things. But I talk to a lot of people. I try to make myself as available as possible, and I feel as though I talk to an extremely diverse group of people. I talk to people that are in lack and perhaps possibly homeless. And I talk to the wealthiest people in Harrisonburg and a little bit of everybody in between. That's something, not arrogantly, but I kind of pride myself on. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I think that's how I won, you know? And I hope that's how I win again. When I ran the last time, I had votes with me and Ted, me and Alan, me and every competitor that I ran with, because people found some type of real life connection.
Frank McMillan.
So I think it's talking to people is very important, because I'm never going to be the smartest guy in the room. So when it comes to time to have discussions about issues, I definitely want to reach out to everybody. I'm running as an independent because everybody has good ideas. You know, I think what's best is what's the most important thing on the streets of Harrisonburg. So I'll continue talking to the residents and do that.
Carolyn Frank.
And I think that's one of my biggest strengths, is connecting well with people. I know a lot of people. I've been here 38 years. I've served in a lot of different capacities. I continue just to, I like to talk. I like to have conversations with people. And so that's just easy for me. I'm approachable.
When asked about inclusivity in management and positions of power in the workplace, Frank McMillan gave this answer.
Because individuals could be on the other end of the phone, and all you have to do is smile. Dial and smile, and you'll be able to make a very comfortable living. And it could be the most diverse workforce ever in that right there in the call center. Because the other person on the other end of the phone is never going to see you. You just need to be pleasant and smile. And having a call center in town would be a great opportunity to be able to employ all of the different cultures that are here.
Paloma Sacedo seemed to resent that comment and said she doesn't want to warehouse minorities.
Well, I don't want to warehouse women or queer people or trans people or femmes or black or brown bodies. I want to go into a store and look at them and look at their face and see that they are the owner. I want to go into an agency and look at them and see that a femme queer person is the executive director. I want to go into a school and see that a black or brown person is the principal and not the janitor. I want to go into a poultry plant and see that the manager and the owner and the people making the big checks looks like me and looks like my children and looks like my friends and my community. So what do we need to do for that? We need to really look into the hiring practices, and we need to be intentional about who we hire. Because it doesn't matter if we say that we want to hire people of color and we want to hire queer and trans people. We have to actually hire queer and trans people and hire people of color for those intentions to come true.
I gotta say, I was the first Latino principal in the city of Harrisonburg. I was also the second Latino at the State Board of Education. So I know what it is to be on those boards. I know what it is to be in those positions. And I believe that we have to begin by growing our own. We have a minority-majority school system. So we have the children. They are here. We don't have to go look for them. We just have to impose in them and instill in them the educational processes that they need to be able to have. We need to work with the community so that the students can actually go in and experience that work setting so that they can begin to envision themselves in future roles in those opportunities.
Jones defended government spending while he was on council.
Plan to curb wasteful spending. We don't have wasteful spending in Harrisonburg. We have growth spending in Harrisonburg. There's a difference. If we had lots of new luxury items, that would be something that I could subscribe to.
McMillan viewed the spending as wasteful, but failed to point out any particulars.
I can't imagine that we could put in a sentence where in any government that there's not wasteful spending. I mean, it's kind of like, it just kind of goes together. Not necessarily on wages, because that's definitely, I'm sure that we don't do that. But there's ways that we can run the city more efficiently that we need to look at.
Now, if you missed last night's forum, no worries. The Shenandoah Valley Bicycle Coalition is holding another candidates forum tonight at 6:15 p.m. at the Court Square Theater in downtown Harrisonburg. All 5 candidates will be in attendance, and we will carry the forum live on the Breaking Through Facebook page. In Harrisonburg, Theodore Whitelow, Breaking Through News.